Okay, I apologize for that. I'm trying to learn the solo for Let It Be. That would be the version from, that's the single. There's a single version and an album version. So yesterday I posted a C major pentatonic scale just in case, kind of hinting that this was coming up, or not really hinting, but a preview of. That's more of the pattern used on the album version of the solo. But anyway, I was trying to kind of get people warmed up for this without really giving it away. Not very stealthy. So, I have written this out by pencil long time ago, by ear. It's easier if you use your fingers, though. Okay, no more jokes. This is serious stuff. Let It Be, solo. The song is kind of like, I know it's an anthem and everything, but it's kind of like C major is kind of like a kind of a boring key, to be frank. Kind of a it's a nice proper key. Everything's very tidy and wonderful in C major, no sharps or flats. So it's kind of almost a country, or kind of pleasantly melodic solo. And I assumed it would not be that hard. But there are some wicked little maneuvers in this solo. Some weird position shifts, if this is correct. I'm looking at a transcription, probably from a Guitar World magazine. One of my good buddies, Rick, sent me a PDF or a file showing the solo. It had some kind of strange notation with some ghost notes I couldn't really focus on very well. I kind of gave up. I went over to the scores. It's written so small, I just couldn't focus on that. So luckily I had this file, which is still messing me up. But let's see if I can talk you through the notes. And if you want my transcription, I can email it to you. But my main concern is just getting the positions, the fingering, and the pitch. And after that, I would really focus on the timing. So, yeah, C major. It's going to start on C. Looks like pointer finger. The first phrase. Okay, that's cool. Up. Not too rough. Pretty good. So it's like a 3-3-5-7-5-3. You're gonna slide up, slide down. I always think of a slide trombone or something. Okay, I'm starting to get it. You just gotta set your mind to it sometimes. All right, that's pretty logical. It's got some 8th notes and 16th notes. It's got some ties, hammer-ons, slides. All right, let's talk about it. 3-3, 5-7, 5-3. A couple of fives. Then this is like the classic lead-in type of phrase that I love. What do we got here? Sorry, I did something that's not in the solo. It's this. Then, okay, check it out. So there's only two pick strokes on that phrase. Notice I just pick this. So that's a multiple or compound thing, note, whatever. From one pick stroke gets you That's what I call it. A hammer and a slide. So hammer, slide. 3, 5, 7. All right, from the top. I'm going to double check that. One more time. Okay, that last part is a 5, 7, 5, 7, slide 3. 5, pull off. 5, 7, 5. Slide down 7, 5, and hit a 3. Tablature, numbers. 3 is C. Sorry. All right. One more time. Okay, now here's a trick. You're going to go from 3 to 7 and end up on this 5. To me, that means I'm going to start with my ring finger. So you have to be, how do you see into the future when you're doing a solo like that? How do you know? You're going to use your ring finger so you get up to the 7 and then you can hit that 5. You got to be thinking way ahead of the game there. So ring finger 3, sliding to 7. That's a C to an E. Couple of G notes. Just kind of absorbing this. Okay, so that phrase, let's go slow. Starting with ring, 3 to 7, you're going to end up on the 5s. And then you're going to go 7, 5, 7, 9, slide on the 3rd string. 2nd string will be 8, 10, 8, pull off, slide down to 7, 5. Next line, measure 40, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 3. All right. Sorry, man, that's a lot of numbers. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to start with the ring finger. Cool. So yeah, it'd be best if you had the transcription. You could read it. I'm sorry, I don't know how to put tablature on the screen. Somebody teach me something, please. All right. How do people know how to do that? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to take it from the top, man. Okay, next phrase. Let's see if I can do it. 3, 5, hammer on. That's weird. Okay, that's where it gets tricky, I think. So here's a 3, 5. We'll just go through it slow, try to figure out the best fingering. I see kind of an anomaly, a weird pattern or position shift. All right, here we go. 3, 5. Those are 16th notes. That kind of gives you a taste. 3, 5, 7, 3. Or G, A, E, C. That's a hammer on. Then we connect to a 7, 5, which is slide. That is so strange and wonderful. All right, calm down. It's 3, 5 hammer. Slide 7, 3, 7, 5, 9, 7, hammer 5, 7. Let's do that again. 3, 5. Again, real slow. Oh, it's a slide. So once you get to the 9, 7, you have to blast down there to your 5, 7. So it's a very quick position shift from 7, 9 down to 5, 7. I'm going to try that phrase again. Cool, weird, I love it. It's hard. All right, I just wouldn't have assumed this was that hard. That's what's kind of exciting. All right, now the next phrase is a 5, 7, a G, A to an E. 5, 7, 9, hammer, slide. You're going to end up on a G on the 2nd string, 8th fret. I'm thinking middle finger might work. Let's try that. So that's a 10-8 pull off. Here's a slide down. That's 10-8. Pretty normal kind of phrase. Nothing radical there. So this little bit, that does sound like the song. Then we got another hammer on. That's your 5, 7, 5, G, A, C. Then you're going to blast up from 7 to 9, D to E, and catch this high C. So that little bit is, that's weird, because you would think you would go, but he goes. Strange. I love it. So, here we go. Probably want to use your middle finger from 7 to 9 on the 3rd string so your pointer can catch the 8. And then you got your pull off. All right. Let's do that again. 5, 7, 5. Slide with your middle finger 7 to 9. Catch that high C on the 8th fret of the first string. Now we're going to do a pull off on the second string. 10, 8. That's A, G. Catch this D. So the D is kind of unexpected. I was going to say strange, but I've never played that in my life. I know I haven't. That's so far out, man. It's in. Crazy, man. I'm gonna back up again. Here we go. So there's your first string, 10th fret D, bending up a whole step. I would use the ring finger, kind of reinforce that bend with your middle finger, so it's 2 fingers pushing. Pointer is going to lay across and mute these other strings so there's no, the other strings don't make a weird sound. We don't want that. So this guy is just blocking all these other strings, and the thumb is blocking the big ones. So you get good at just muting everything. That's why the thumb goes over the top a lot, which a lot of people don't understand, I don't think. It's kind of like 3 blind mice. All right, that's it for the, is this the single? Yeah, this is the single version, not the album version. So that last phrase, we got that. Let's take it from the bend. So that's 10, 10, 8, 10, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to slide down 9 to 7 on the 3rd string, and finally the C. So in this transcription, like I must have mentioned, the top line is the single version. The second line down is our album version. So I think that's plenty for this video. If anybody made it this far, let me know. I know that's a lot of pauses. But again, if you want the transcription, just email me and I will send it to you. And I think if you read it and sit and look at it, you can get this. So I apologize if my video kind of sucks in certain ways, but I know there's probably a few good examples in there for somebody to pick through if you can get through my presentation, which is mediocre at best. At least I'm self-aware enough to know that. All right, I got some wild stories and wild things coming up, so we shall see what's next. But let's get this posted. And thanks, Rick, for the great challenge. Rick is one of my greatest guitar students of all time, and I consider him one of my closest friends. We just really have fun doing lessons. Even though he's in California, we really have a good time. Oh my God, we've gotten through a lot of fun times just working through songs and books, and Rick has turned me on to so many things in my life. It's unbelievable. He'll come up with a song and it just drives me crazy. We have so much fun working on things. So thanks, Rick, for another cool challenge, man. See ya.